himself. Sitting down.
Let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a moment of silence, please. Roll call, Meg.
Counselor Coast.
Here.
Counselor Strata.
Here.
Counselor Shamp.
Here.
Counselor Chamberlain.
Here.
Counselor Sturts.
Here.
Counselor Fry.
Here.
All members are present. We have a quorum.
We have the approval of prior meetings minutes. So moved.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Sturts. Counselor Coast.
Yes.
Counselor Sturts.
Yes.
Counselor Strata.
Yes.
Counselor Shamp.
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain.
Yes.
Counselor Fry.
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
I don't think we have anybody wishing to address council, anything to say, so we'll move on to committee reports. Utility Committee.
Okay, Utility Committee met the other morning at 8:30 after the council whole meeting, and John, Heather, and myself, and we discussed we had a request to waive a storm tap fee on Clover Lane. Tim House was there to discuss it. He was talking for his mother, on behalf of his mother. With all that rain, they'd been getting quite a bit of water in her basement, and they had a contractor do some work, and there was an existing tap, but they rerouted it and hooked up a different tap. Well, the tap fee is $500 plus there's a $35 inspection fee, and Dave Murray was here, and he stated that the new tap was made even if the old one was not, or was eliminated. The new one was still made. And the only time they've ever waived tap fees is if they're separating them from the sanitary and the storm are getting separated. So we more or less discussed it, and there's a reason that rules are there, so we decided to stick with the rules, and he'd have to pay for another tap fee since one was created. And so we really didn't take any action on that, because we just decided that one was made, so they'd have to pay for it. Then we had a request from the county. They wanted to run a sewer line from out by the airport, for the county buildings and the airport, into the sewer over by the fairgrounds. Well, the problem with that is there's so much of the county out there that's not annexed to Wauseon, and we decided to deny that request for letting them run a sewer and hooking it up, even though the sewage plant could handle it. It's just, since it's not annexed, it could cause problems. So we got done with our meeting at 9 o'clock. So
We have a motion to accept the recommendation of the Utility Committee.
So moved. Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Fry and second by Counselor Strata. Is there any discussion? Counselor Fry.
Yes.
Counselor Strata.
Yes.
Counselor Coast.
Yes.
Counselor Shamp.
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain.
And the only thing we're voting on is the county issue?
yeah, because
Okay.
the other one did have a recommendation.
Yes.
Counselor Sturts.
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you. Department head reports.
I'll start with Sarah's Garden progress with their revolving loan fund and their handicap playground project. Happy to announce that the 2 applications that I sent down to the state for city RLF grant waiver and county RLF grant waiver was approved. Environmental reviews have been sent down to the state also. So hopefully we'll get those back by the end of the week, beginning of next week, and we'll have those approvals, release the funds, and then they can move forward with their project. Downtown revitalization, moving forward with that, working on contract language for building and business owners and contract language for the streetscape activities also. So as soon as that language gets all ironed out and we get those processes ironed out, I think we'll start seeing some progress downtown and some activities and some movement and work, so. Sure.
And Chief Sluter is gone for the week. He's in Maryland, so Chief Torres.
Just finished up with the homecoming. Everything went very well. Seemed to have an excellent turnout. A few minor issues that we'll take up with the homecoming committee like we usually have, but nothing major. As the mayor said, the fire chief has gone to Emmitsburg, Maryland, along with a couple of my officers and some of the school officials to work on the school safety plan. Also, coming up in September is our Citizens Police Academy. That will be starting a little bit later because the fair is later. It won't be starting until September 17th, but we are accepting applications now, so anybody that's interested, contact our office and we will send you out an application.
But you guys still want me to drive a police car?
No.
One of these.
We'll let you ride in the back.
One of these you handcuffs. Get your police suit.
Okay, thank you, Chief.
Yep.
Tom?
Well, first I'd like to thank everybody that sent me cards on the passing of my father. I appreciate that. We have been working with a couple of other projects. The main one is Tim Dennis getting his blacktop in, and Edison finally bored under the street to get him power. So his project is moving forward. He hopes to have power by the end of the week. So that's the latest.
They're getting
update.
into the buildings now?
Well, they got it underneath and they're supposed to start running the feeds and energizing the transformers on his side of the street now to get him power. So he's hoping to have the first 6 buildings energized by the end of the week.
That's good. All right. Thank you. Dennis?
I'd like to thank my Public Works guys for the work that they do on homecoming, setting up and tearing down and dealing with the refuse and so on, the commotion of the festival. It's a great thing for the community, and I don't know, they're kind of the unsung heroes in the background doing a lot of stuff that people don't see. Also, I need to congratulate a couple guys, couple individuals. Jay Bosselman, who's in our Public Works Department, passed his state exam and received his water distribution Class 1 license. And out at the water treatment plant, Rob Binkley passed his water operator's Class 2 license. So that comes with a little pay increase for both of those guys, and congratulations to them. Out at the water reclamation plant, the digester lid project is substantially complete. The painters still need to come, and we need one certificate from the manufacturer that they've accepted the testing that's been done on the lid, so that their warranty will be in effect. Since we last met, we had our pre-construction meeting for the Linfoot Street project. At that meeting, the contractor informed us that they will probably not get started till October 1st or thereabouts. The weather has pushed them back on other projects that they've been trying to accomplish this summer. And we have scheduled the neighborhood meeting for the affected area of the Linfoot Street project for Thursday, August 13th at 6:30 p.m. at the high school auditorium. And all those invitations have been sent out, so.
What time is it?
6:30 p.m.
6:30. Is that it?
Mhm.
All right, thank you. Jamie?
I wanted to let you know that I have received a resignation letter from Marcia Grant. She's the Assistant Finance Director, and I will forward a copy of that to all of you. Her position was posted internally, which expired today. I did not have anybody interested, so I will be looking outside the city to replace her. Also, I provided the July income tax figures, which were still up 6.8%. And I also provided the July 31st budget figures, which still looks all right.
When was her retirement effective?
It's effective September 30th.
Okay, thank you. Tom?
Primarily focused this week on helping the Board of Election folks prepare summaries for the charter amendments. And also, I think we're done shepherding the pool tax levy information to the Board of Elections, but those are both issues that we've been looking at, working on. Finishing up a matter for Tom on the tax abatement issue for the folks at, I think their corporation name is Rand, you know, they out there. Yeah. And a few other real estate matters. That's about it.
All right, great. Okay, let's move on. First reading of legislation. Resolution 2015-23, authorizing the mayor to advertise for bids for repainting of the water treatment plant's east clarifier, authorizing the mayor to accept the lowest and best bid, authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with the lowest and best bidder.
First reading.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Shamp and second by Counselor Chamberlain. Is there any discussion? Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Estrada?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Fry?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, resolution 2015-23 passes on first reading.
Resolution 2015-24, amend ordinance 2014-16 annual appropriation ordinance by authorizing the Director of Finance to increase or decrease certain line account appropriations within the various fund listed within the year of 2015.
First reading.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Sturts and second by Counselor Coast. Is there any discussion? Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Estrada?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Fry?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, resolution 2015-24 passes and is now in effect.
Thank you. We have nothing under second reading, so we'll move on to third reading. Resolution 2015-20, authorizing the mayor to transfer the 4 ball diamonds south of Harmon Field to the Wauseon Exempted Village Schools Board of Education.
So moved.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Estrada. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, real quick. Mr. McWaters, just reassure me that you're confident that the language that has been passed in the I think 2011 will allow for public access still to Diamond 1. Are you confident that?
I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, the document you're referring to is the agreement that council entered into, or the city entered into with the village, which agreed to the transfer of the property, and that agreement included language that allowed the city access under certain limited
Sure.
circumstances to each of the ball diamonds.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I don't know that, how that will be applied, may need to be worked out with the parties in terms of, if, for example, there are renovations to the field, certainly there are restrictions, for use of the field would be appropriate at that time, but I'm assuming the parties would be able to work that out.
Are you talking as in public access with the city, or are you talking as in recreation access with the city to use this ball field? Is that what you're talking about, Shane?
Just, I just wanted, the public access.
So if it's not being used, that public is
Yes.
able to use it?
Yep, the school gets first dibs, but
Right.
after that,
Right.
public access is allowable. And that's my understanding of what I've read from the 2011 document. I just wanted to make sure that it's the same thing that you read.
Is Biddle Park the same way? We do the same way with Biddle Park, correct? Isn't that how we use Biddle Park?
Biddle's open.
Yeah.
Because I called
Same
and
way,
had
though.
my daughter's birthday party at Biddle Park. But I don't know if that's the way the
Well, if you
high
want to
school
access
works.
the fields, you call Aaron and set up a time for your team to
Right.
practice.
I
So
think it's the same
thing.
way, yeah.
But if the high school owns the field, can you take, without having an organized team, can you just advance onto the field as long as it's not being used?
Yeah. And
That's what I think Shane is asking this, to make sure that it goes through, like, our recreation, that we are able to go onto that field and be able to use it too, correct?
I'm just thinking, daughter, father want to go hit some balls, the field's not being used, will they still be able to move onto that field and take some batting practice? Or is there going to be lock and key on the field And my understanding, what I read from that 2011 document, that there would be access by the public if it's not being used by the school.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, subject to, I mean, like, for example, the girls softball diamond, I think the school has priority to that field while it's being used for the programs and that sort of thing.
Right.
No doubt, yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, Resolution 2015-20 passes on third reading and will be in effect in 30 days.
Okay, thank you. New business. I do want to bring up one thing. I want to give a huge kudos to the Homecoming Committee for doing such a great job this year on the 2015 homecoming. Being down there every day, I did hear a lot of positive comments, and we had some amazing weather to go along with it. So it was from what I'm hearing, a huge success, and a few glitches, but we can't have a homecoming without those. So I guess I'm really glad to hear that it was a good day, and from some of the outside people coming in from different communities, they were very impressed with our parade. So Jim Kerr did a good job with that too. So kudos to the Homecoming Committee and council and everyone else who got out there and helped work out, volunteer their time. Thank you for that. Anybody else with any new business? No? Okay. So we need to appropriate for the purchase of mosquito spray. Need a motion to appropriate the Director of Finance to appropriate $5,000 within the general fund account entitled Park Supplies and $5,534 within the sewer fund account entitled Sanitary Sewer Supplies.
So moved. Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Shamp and second by Counselor Strata. Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
I'm sorry, can I ask a question real quick, Meg? I'm sorry. Dennis, so I can wrap my mind around the number, is that one treatment throughout the town, you think? The $10,500?
That is one barrel, 55 gallons, I believe, of the spray.
And that gets us the whole town coverage, you think? Or I have
How
no
many
idea.
times?
Usually that lasts the summer, but
Last summer.
Yeah.
this summer it's taken a lot more.
Okay.
Might be cheaper,
Pretty sure.
but I can't haul.
Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
So we're thinking that maybe this would be the only time that we have to appropriate money for mosquito spray
For this year.
for this year? Okay, all right. Thank you.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you. A motion to pay the bills, please.
So moved.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Sturts. Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Strata?
Yes.
Counselor Shamp?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Motion for adjournment?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Chamberlain and second by Counselor Coast for adjournment. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Hope your back keeps getting better.
Yeah, thanks,
That's
Sean. I
no
appreciate
fun.
it. I know, it'll get better.
Yeah.